Hi, I'm Jeremy. Welcome to 1111 Overland. Today we're in the garage and we've got a fun project that I've been personally looking forward to quite a bit. My friend Chris purchased a 4xe Wrangler when they first came out. It took a while to get it, and he's been saving his pennies and he's now lifting it and putting big tires on it. I'm personally very, very curious to know if a 4xe's torque and speed and performance changes significantly when you put bigger tires and a lift on it, because in the future, when my JK dies or just needs to be retired, I'm interested in a 4xe myself. And so if I can get bigger tires on it and a lift on it and make it look great and make it perform great without having to actually change its ability to have great mileage, have all those 22 miles of all electric off-road, I'm really curious to see how this is gonna work out. So Chris is gonna get to be our guinea pig today. Let's clear the garage out for him so we can get his Jeep in here, and all the boys are gonna come and help us do this install today. It's always nice to take a few minutes to clean off your counters, get everything put away where it's supposed to, so that you've got room to move, room to work while you're doing a new install. This heater might actually come in handy. I'm gonna keep this down here. All right, the bay's all cleaned out and ready for Chris's Jeep to cut in. JK's parked out on the side. Now we just have to wait for him to arrive. He should be here any minute.
Hey, how's it going?
Dude, welcome.
I'm so excited.
Me too. This is gonna be fun. So you've got big tires back here.
I've got big tires back there.
How big?
I got 37s on the 17-inch Nomads too. So, yeah.
Let's get them
super
unloaded.
excited.
I bet these monsters fill the whole trunk. Oh yeah, look at that. That's just ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
And those are gonna go on the Jeep?
Apparently they're gonna fit after we get the lift going.
Well, let's make it happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I would help, but I'm filming, so it's...
It's all right. Only so many people fit in here at a time anyway.
That is a very large tire.
Yep. 37,
Those are pretty.
12.5s.
I like the gray.
Yeah, I'm really happy with these.
Yeah, that's great. You got the air down valves. Do you have them set yet?
I have not set them yet.
For those that don't know, Teraflex Nomad wheels have a built-in air down valve, and you can literally just twist that little thing and it will air down to the pressure you set it to, and it will automatically stop when you've reached it, and then you just seal it back up again. So it's pretty awesome.
And it takes like 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's super fast, super fast. So, all right, so before we start putting lift and tires and things like that on this thing, we've got to test it out and see how fast it is and how it performs right now. So let's go for a ride.
All right.
So Chris, while we're making our way out there, what do you love about the 4xe?
I love the power and the speed. This is a like fun vehicle to just zip around in. I also love that I get between 500 and 1,000 miles a tank of gas. I know where I'm going.
Wait. Say that again. Did you say 500 to 1,000 per tank of gas?
Right.
How is that possible?
Most of my daily driving is all electric. So I use very little gas during the week. And it's really when I'm going out on adventures that I really use the gas. So most of my daily driving is covered by electric.
That's pretty incredible. And I assume you just plug it in every night when you get home?
And I just plug it in. I plug it in whenever I get home.
Mm-hmm.
Takes a maximum of 2 hours to charge, depending on how much I have left when I plug in.
Well, hopefully, one of the reasons I want to go up to the speed limit is I don't want to get a ticket, but we could still get a ticket for excessive show of speed, right?
That's right.
So,
or
hopefully there won't be any cops out here today.
Extreme exhibition of power.
I don't think that's a real thing.
It's totally a real thing. I'm not sure.
Go.
Now.
So that seemed about 5.5 seconds. We'll have to go back and look at the exact footage, and we'll put that up on the screen. But 5.5 seconds is our standard for 0 to 45 miles an hour. Now let's go put a lift and big tires on, and let's see how it changes things. Coming. A little more. Keep coming. Right about there's good. So I've never put a 4xe on my lift before. I don't know if the lift points are the same. Oh, interesting. Take a look at this. The body is rounded here.
Right here?
Yeah.
Is that not the case?
Oh, it's definitely different. So this has on the frame this little bracket holding something on. I haven't had a chance to look and see what it is, but this little bracket could get damaged while lifting the Jeep unless you're careful. Here's a tip for 4xe owners. When you are raising a 4xe using a vehicle lift like this, raise the arm up first, then extend it out into position, and then raise it all the way to prevent harm to that little bracket. Do you know what the curve weight is on this thing? Like, how much does this weigh?
It's about 800 pounds more than a
I was thinking maybe it was like,
it's like 5.
A lot? Okay.
It's like 5.
My Jeep with all the armor is actually heavier than that. That clicking sound is the sound of the locks engaging. I'm going to do it right underneath the controller.
You have your 18mm wrench already?
I do. Is it the same size? Sometimes they do two separate sizes.
Right.
This is quite possibly the smallest sway bar link I've ever seen on a Jeep. What is that, like 4 inches?
Maybe.
Wow. Compare that to the ones we're putting in, literally twice as big. So we've got the old coils off. We disconnected the sway bars. We've also loosened all of the control arms in the front. Now we have to basically do the reverse and put the new spacers on and then kind of put it all back together. So Chris isn't quite ready for a full suspension lift right now. So we're basically just doing spacers and extending the shocks to be able to allow the factory suspension to stay in place. So we've got a 3-inch spacer, which gives us about 2.5 inches of lift. And these shock extensions. This will give him extra height that he needs to put bigger tires on without necessarily having to spend a lot of money on a full suspension lift. Well, we're making great progress on Chris's Jeep, and Ryan has showed up, Andrew has showed up, and we're plugging away in the garage. Pretty cool. We've got the front buttoned up, and now it's time to do the rear, and then we get to put tires on it and see how it looks like, and most importantly, see how it drives. All right, I think we've got the lift pretty much installed, so let's get it down enough to make it easy to put tires on, and then see what this bad boy looks like. All right, so let's just slide it into place. That needs to go down more.
Oh, just like an inch. Okay. Usually lift up just a tad. Oh, I need to find my
lug nuts.
lug nuts.
You brought them, right?
I did.
You do need lug nuts for wheels.
I mean, I have the old ones, but the new ones I think are in the Jeep.
Well, we can't do this project because apparently Chris doesn't have lug nuts. Okay, nice. Dude, Chris, this looks awesome.
This looks so awesome. That's insane.
So that's a 2.5-inch spacer lift on a 4xe JL. I'm very curious to know how it drives, to see how much faster it goes. It's not gonna go faster. To see how less fast it goes. Let's find out. Let's go for a little test. We're gonna pull it out and see if the performance is increased or decreased significantly. It's so quiet.
I need my rock rails.
All right, we are in the Jeep, ready to go for a test run. You ready?
Ready.
All right.
They're gonna
Let's
take
go
the place
see.
of our spare tire we had.
Yeah, because we, hang on, Andrew. Because we had the full-size spare on this in the test. We don't have a full-size spare now because we got all 4 tires on. So we got no spare. So to replace the weight of a spare, we've got 2 spare people in the back. Just the feel of it. Does it feel different?
It feels a little different. Obviously, I feel a little higher. But kind of like that's about it. Just a little bit higher.
We're going nice and slow. We haven't really gone fast yet.
Yep.
But do you feel a difference in the throttle, response, things like that?
Not yet. We haven't really done
Not
a whole
yet.
lot, but not
But right
yet.
now it still feels like you're
like
still driving on stock cars.
Yep, totally.
Pretty awesome.
Now.
So the first time we ran this, it was 5.5 seconds to get 0 to 45 miles per hour. This time it took 6.3 seconds. So, significant difference? I don't know that it is. It feels like it's barely a difference. It feels just as peppy as it did, right?
It feels totally peppy, yeah. There's absolutely not gonna miss that, so.
Pretty awesome. Now we did measure the tires, and these 37-inch tires are actually measuring, actual measurement of 35.5, and you adjusted your computer to accommodate that.
Yeah.
Tell me this, now that you're driving it, zipping around, how are you feeling about it?
I'm in love, all over again.
Yeah?
No, it feels great. Gas mileage is gonna be a question mark.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's an awesome looking Jeep, and the fact that it's running as well as it is on these bigger tires is pretty awesome. Lola and I are headed to Moab, Utah with Chris and his daughter Michaela. We're excited to see what the 4xe does with its new, bigger wheels and tires. That's it. Okay, now pull it out. Did you guys hear how quiet his Jeep was going up that thing? Still works?
It's gonna fail out of here in a second again.
That's an adrenaline rush there.
I learned.
Michaela, how are you feeling?
She may have beat her pants.
This has been, and continues to be, 1111 Overland.